Hello and welcome to this Prospect 365 CRM video where we're going to be taking a closer look at the division records within the CRM. Now, remembering back to the hierarchy, a division record sits underneath a company record, and it's at this division record where we can store contacts who work at that location. And again, because of the hierarchy, we're able to see any leads, problems, and quotes which have been recorded underneath any of those contacts. So we're going to start off with the details tab here, and we can see we've got our name of the division, we've got a phone number, a website, and we've got a summary section here as well. Now, with it being a cloud-based system, any changes, any additions that I make here, they usually deal with large projects. For instance, as soon as I've typed that in, I click off, you see a quick little spinny icon appeared there. That's now saved and stored in the CRM so anybody else can access it, make changes, they can view all that information. Okay, now over here we've got the categorization section, a lot of drop downs here, and this is a way to record additional information about that division. So we can see here they work in construction, but if I press my drop down, it gives us a lot of different other options that we can select and choose from. Now, if you're an admin user of the CRM, if we scroll down to the bottom, we've got the configure button here, and this will allow you to add and remove any of these options. So if you needed something different, it's very straightforward and easy to do. We've also got a priority level here, so we just have low, medium, and high selected, but again, we can configure those to be whatever is going to suit your business most. We've then got, are they limited? So we've got private and public, but again, you can put in whatever information you want there. And we've got number of employees, and we've also got the relationship that you might want to use. On the right-hand side here, we have our communication section, and it shows us a little picture of Google Maps, and that is based on the address postcode that we've got set up for them. If I click, it's going to open up Google Maps and it's going to take me to that particular postcode. We've also got the phone number details there, and we've got the web address. If I was to click on that, it would take me to the web address which we have for Browns of Sheffield. Scroll down a little bit further here, it just tells us who created it, we've got some dates on there, and we also have our account summary. Now this section very important because the division holds the sales ledger which ties information from the CRM to your accounting system. So we can see here we've got a sales ledger set up, and this means that any quotes, any orders that are created underneath Browns of Sheffield will be using this sales ledger, and all that information from the quote will be pushed through to that particular sales ledger in the accounts so that everything can then be processed through in the account system. You don't need to rekey any information, it's all tied in together. You can also pop in a purchase ledger if you're buying things as opposed to selling them, and we've also got options here for the currency and the turnover. Now, we just take a look down now at the address tab. So this is the address for Browns of Sheffield. If we wanted to change that address at all we need to do, go into the search for address, and if you entered a postcode there, it allows you to then select a location based on that postcode or a street name, and it will automatically populate it for you. And the address which is entered here is the address that would be used for any contacts which were created underneath that division. So if we now look at the contacts tab, we can see we've got John and we've got Michelle who work underneath Browns of Sheffield. If I wanted to view one of those records, it's just a case of selecting, and that will open up for me. We also have the option, we have our little plus icon here. If I select on there, it will take me into the new record creation screen. In here, you can then pop in the title, forename, surname, etc. of the contact, click create, and that will then make that record in the CRM underneath the division that you were just on. If we now go on to the leads, this shows us a list of all of the leads which have been logged against any contacts for Browns of Sheffield. Same as contacts, if we just click on one, it will open it up for us. And if we wanted to create a new one, we just use our little plus icon up at the top there. Next tab along here is problems, works exactly the same as the leads. We've got a list of all the problem types. We can create a new one by using the plus. Also what we can do, and we can do this on the leads, the contacts, the quotes, and the documents, we've got a little search icon up at the top. So if we click into there and you're looking for a particular problem or lead, just simply type in the information in there and it will narrow down this search and display it for you. So if you do have a customer that's had a lot of issues or got a lot of leads and you want to find that specific one, just using that search option, very, very useful. So we go down to quotes next. And again, same as we saw before, we can create a new quote by using the plus icon. We've got that search option, and we can also, same as the others, we can filter. So by selecting any of the column headings here, it will sort them by order number, order date, contact name, last updated, etc. Next one to look at is our documents. So any documents which have been created underneath any contact, under any lead, any problem, any quote will be displayed here. So there's usually going to be quite a lot of documents that you have listed down here. And again, using that search function, very easy to find the exact document that you want to look at. And the final one to have a look at here is the sales tab. And this, because we've got that sales ledger set up against that division, it gives us a little snapshot into the accounting system to show us what has been processed through, what orders we've got, gives you a little overview of what people have been buying. Obviously, we've just got our product A, B, and C on here because it's our dummy data, but on yours, of course, it would reflect the actual data which is in the system. And that is a quick overview on our division record within the CRM.